Hello, I'm Claire and I'm sat on the ground. This is my bed, this is my usual setup. But today I'm going to do my makeup. Here, I'm gonna talk to you apparently about mental health because I put two polls, one on my Twitter and one on Instagram, asking you what I should talk about, if I should talk about mental health or TV series, which are basically the same topic. And mental health won, so let's do that. Maybe I should zoom you in. Quick note before we start, if you are a fan of the foundations from NYX, they're about to take them off the shelves, so go get yourself a nice supply because they are going to not release them anymore. So I have a mirror down here, so I'm gonna look down because otherwise I'll not be able to see anything, and I don't see anything. So, mental health. I've never spoken about mental health here on YouTube. Don't know why, because I've been open about it on Twitter and sometimes on Instagram stories or like Instagram posts that are too long for people to care. I don't know why I never spoken about it on here, to be honest, because I have a couple of mental issues and mental health is a big topic here on YouTube, as it should be, because we need discussions about it. And so here I am adding my voice to the choir of voices on YouTube about depression and anxiety. Hello! And we're gonna pretend that this is okay because I literally cannot see in this lighting and at this distance. So I've not been diagnosed with any of the things that I know I have, but I know I have them. Although I've seen professionals for my anxiety and they like told me, yeah, you probably have a certain amount of anxiety disorder, but I've never got it like written somewhere on paper. But I know all the symptoms and everything that you go through, and to be honest, I know that I have it. I wasn't an anxious teen or child up until like the last 2 years of high school. I don't know why things changed. I suddenly was too nervous every morning about getting up and going to school and like deal with people and teachers, and it got to the point that I would like, trigger warning for throwing up, but I would throw up like every other day because I was that anxious, and it was awful, to be honest. There were a lot of times that I would go in later because like I got near the school and I was like I don't know, panicky to get in. And I also remember that I asked my parents to pick me up because I would get sick in like the middle of the day, again because of anxiety, and I could not deal with it. But the fun part didn't start up until I went to university. Also, where the fuck is my powder? Here. Before going to uni, it was mild, but university was and still is a very traumatic experience for me, and I hate it so much. Where the fuck is my brush? There. And to be honest, university is still a traumatic place for me. It correlates to a lot of awful experiences that I had, friends that left me, fights that I had, and like overall not a good and fun and fresh experience. From the first year of uni, I started showing signs of depression. There were times where like I lied to my parents saying that I would go to uni, but I would stay in and not get up and like not eat, not shower, gross, not do anything basically because I couldn't physically do it. Lasted at least a year, 2 maybe. To be honest, I know that this sounds cheesy, but I got saved by music because I started going to music school in second half of the first year, started the second one of uni, and to be honest, doing that, knowing that I would go there and I would have a good time with my music teacher or with my choir, that literally like got me out of bed. Depression is one hell of a bitch, to be honest. I didn't like my time having depression. I'm not as depressed as I was, like that probably was like a depressive episode that lasted a really long time, but I still have bad days, obviously, but now it's just really like anxiety connected to communicating with people, getting to know new people, doing literally basic human stuff. But there are a lot of things that I feel like I can't do. I used to be very outgoing, I used to be very, not careless, but I would worry less than I do now. Maybe that's because like adulthood and stuff. I'm barely an adult, but that's like probably one of the reasons why. Obviously, depression didn't just affect my academic life. I also affected here on YouTube. For a really long time I didn't upload, or if I would upload, it would be stuff that I didn't really care about, and this is probably really pink, but I will tone it down, so don't worry. That I didn't care about, but like I knew that I had to post stuff, and that's why like during exam seasons I don't post. But yeah, depression didn't just affect that, it obviously affected my friendships, and one of the like determining facts that made it so like an awful time for me at uni and like the 2014-15 era, it was like losing my friends and getting out of high school, obviously having to make an effort to make friendships, which I always found easy to do, and apparently when I got depressed it wasn't that easy. I was scared that anyone would find me boring, that everything that I like, I don't know, everything that I would say would sound, I don't know, and all the worst things. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't like go to many classes at uni. I was scared that the professors would call me and I would have to talk in front of everyone. And one of the things that drove me out of university was like this guy that would come every time that he would see me at like lessons and stuff, and would be like, oh, you're here today, but why are you sitting here all by yourself? Why are you like down here and not in the front row, and why this and why that? And I will always be like, not to him, but I would think like, why do you care? I don't want to sit next to you. I want to be here by myself. I want to be down here. It's fine. Yes, I'm still coming to lessons. I'm doing it on my own terms, but I'm doing it, so shut the fuck up. One of the other things that I suffered, when I say from, because I don't really get panic attacks that much. I will have some at some point, but it's not something that I struggle with on a daily basis. But I had my fair share of panic attacks here in the house, or like at exams, or on public transport, or like quite recently one that I had. I was at a concert and I was taking pictures, and at a certain point my camera would not work. It wasn't mine. The camera that I was lended didn't work anymore, and like people were on stage and I was the only photographer, and I had to take pictures of them because those were the memories that they would get out of their concert, and like it stopped working and I freaked the fuck out. I didn't know what I could do, and I realized that it was because I was failing at something, and I was potentially making someone else's experience worse because of something that I did. And fortunately my best friend was there and he calmed me down. He was like, why are you crying about this? I'm hugging you and I'm making you like as comfortable as I can, but why are you freaking out about this? It's fine. I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows without recording because I have to lean in too far and you cannot see me. So see you in a bit. I hope that they look decent from there because I can't see shit from here, so let's hope. I told you in the beginning that I self-diagnosed, and I just wanted to tell you that yes, I did that, but I also did a lot of research to understand what might be happening in my brain, and that's definitely what I have. So do I have any more problems outside anxiety and depression? Probably yes. I've never kind of admitted that I may have an eating disorder because it's not that bad, but I know that like I kind of eat my feelings away sometimes, and obviously like depression didn't help at the time, and there were a period when I was the heaviest I've been and there was like my lowest point, so obviously like they go hand in hand. I know that like my weight is not just because like I don't do exercise, which I started doing. I've just started my 3rd week in the gym and I don't want to die yet, so that's good. But I know that it's like not just because I eat and then sometimes I can't help, but I need food to make things better, which is not the best approach to stuff. Let me zoom you out so you can see what I'm doing, maybe. If I do my eyeliner this way, Jesus Christ, this is a nice, ouch, this is a nice setting and I almost blinded myself. The problem that I have with this camera, that it doesn't autofocus and I have to use a fucking brush to try and make it in focus. Whee! Is this video all over the place? My mental health is all over the place. And I don't know, I hope you enjoyed this video. We can start a conversation in the comments. Let's talk about mental health. Did you have any of these particular problems? Let's talk about it, since we have it, both of us. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, to my Italian channel, watch one of these 2 videos, and maybe buy my merch. Cute stickers. And I will see you next time. I was about to burp, sorry. I will see you next time. Bye!